Hi, my name is Lori Hayes, and I am thrilled that you have taken the next step to learn how to use essential oils to enhance your meditation practice. Now, essential oils have been used for quite some time in meditation. They are powerful. They have powerful effects over the body. Not only can they help bring your body, they can, induce a state of calm, but they can also help clear the mind, still the mind, so that you can have a better practice, a better meditation practice. Now, a lot of people use essential oils for all different things. They use meditation for all different things. So whether you're using meditation for enhancing, spiritually or physically, mentally, emotionally, you'll find that essential oils can play a wonderful role in all of that. So let's start talking about some essential oils and how you can incorporate them into your practice. So I really love to use the Welzen app when I'm meditating, and there are some great categories that you can choose from. And the two that I think are probably pretty darn common are managing stress and reducing anxiety. So I'm going to share the oil that I really love to use when I use those particular meditations, and it is called balance oil. And let me tell you, this is one of the oils that really made me fall in love with doTerra. It is so calming. It's got a wonderfully woodsy smell. It has woodsy type oils in it, so spruce and hoe wood and frankincense and blue tansy. Wonderful. Now, I love woodsy type oils because they're very grounding. As a matter of fact, this is called the grounding blend. Good. It's a wonderful grounding type oil. Very calming. It actually has a calming effect on the nervous system. And so let me share with you how I like to use balance. I love to take a drop, and this would be a drop. Some people think a drop is putting your finger on the top of it. That's not a drop. A drop is where you actually drip it right into your hand. I like to take a drop of the balance oil and rub it on the bottom of one foot, put another drop, rub it on the bottom of the next foot. So on the bottom of both feet. And then at that point, that oil is going to be in your hands. And so one key thing that you definitely want to do is to take several deep breaths. Okay, so I like to cup my hands over my nose and mouth and take several deep breaths, at least 3 or 4. I like to do that before I start the meditation. And then if you want to breathe in this balance oil while you're meditating, take some of the oil and dab it right underneath the nose. Sometimes you might have to get a little bit more of oil on there. And that way when you breathe it in, you'll be smelling it, and it'll have that calming effect. Now, why is it so important to breathe these oils in? So that molecules from the essential oils, when you breathe them in, they can reach the limbic part of the brain very quickly through our sinuses. And the limbic part of the brain is what controls your body systems. And so these oils have a very calming effect on the body. And so that is why you don't want to forget to take some nice deep breaths and breathe it in. Now, you can apply balance other places if you don't want to apply it to the bottom of your feet, although they systemically go through your body really quickly that way. But you could apply them to like your pressure points, right on the wrist, on the back of the neck, across the chest. When you put it on your chest, you have a tendency to be able to smell it while you meditate as well. So that's another way to use balance essential oil. I love this oil. Now, there's another wonderful essential oil that I like to use with the new Better Sleep meditation. And that one would be Serenity oil. And you can see that it has the purple label on there. It is lavender based. Okay, so I think a lot of you probably are familiar with lavender and the fact that it has a wonderfully calming effect to the body. So lavender, this oil has got several different oils in it. It has lavender, ylang ylang, marjoram, Roman chamomile, and a couple of others that are all very calming. actually really effective in quieting the mind. Now, I love to use it with the sleep one, and I like to use it the same way as I do balance. So I'll take a drop, put it on the bottom of one foot, take another drop, put it on the bottom of the next foot, and then, definitely take some nice deep breaths in. You can certainly apply it to the chest, the back of the neck. The pressure points are wonderful. If you find that your mind wanders, this is going to be a great oil to help calm the mind, okay? So I love Serenity oil. And another little tip that I'm going to give you is that when you get done with that meditation, go to bed. Don't pick up that phone. Don't, watch TV. Don't get your mind going again. Utilize what you've just done and go right to bed and let those oils work. As a matter of fact, my husband uses Serenity quite a bit at night when he goes to bed because his mind just, he starts thinking about his things to do list for the next day. Serenity calms his mind enough to go to sleep. So it's really wonderful to use with that sleep meditation. Now, the next oil that I'm going to talk about, it is delightful. It is Citrus Bliss. And as you can imagine, it is citrus oils. And if you've never smelled citrus oils, they are just so wonderful, so uplifting. And so, I just love this this oil. Now, let me share with you what meditation I like to pair it with. So there's one here, it says increase focus. Works wonderful with increasing focus. But you can also go inside there, and there's a lovely morning meditation that I really, really enjoy. So Citrus Bliss helps with focus. It's also very calming, so you're still going to start your day off in a wonderfully calming state, but it increases creativity. It helps foster creativity. It increases your positive energy, so it puts you in a positive state of mind. A really beautiful oil to use first thing in the morning. Now, with that being said, you actually use Citrus Bliss a little bit differently than the other oils. And so the bottom of the feet is still a wonderful place to apply this oil. So a drop on the bottom of each foot. Now I'm gonna share with you, do not dab it underneath your nose, do not put it on your chest, and do not put it on the back of your neck. Citrus oils can create photosensitivity of the skin, which means that if you went out into direct sunlight, that skin that you applied this oil to would actually burn faster than the rest of your skin, okay? So you don't wanna put it on skin that's gonna be exposed to the sun. So I like to put it a couple of different places. I still like to apply it right here on the inside of the wrist because that really doesn't get a whole lot of sun, to be honest with you. And I also like to apply it to the solar plexus, which the solar plexus is about 2 inches above your belly button. You can apply it right there. But don't forget to cup your hands over your nose and take those nice deep breaths. I'll tell you how wonderful of an oil this is, and this is really one that you want to carry around with you. My son was in marching band in high school, and we would go to these marching band competitions on the weekend, and literally for like 16 hours, you are out there with the kids. You leave bright and early in the morning. Usually it's a 2 or 3 hour bus ride, and then either it's really, really hot or it's really, really cold. And then awards are not until like 9 and 10 o'clock at night. So ends up being a really, really long day. I would tell my band peeps, I'd be like, okay, who wants the happy oil? And they would come over and I would drop a drop of the oil right into their hand. And you could kind of see the mood shift. At that point in the day, people had gotten a little grumpy, maybe tired and hungry. This will change it. So if you've got kids who tend to be grumpy, or maybe, in the afternoon, it's been a long day, you're kind of looking forward to going home and you're kind of in that middle of the road place, pull out your Citrus Bliss, put some in your hands, rub your hands together and just take a nice deep breath. Wonderfully uplifting, and also does enhance creativity. So if that's something, focus on creativity, if that's something that you need at work, don't hesitate to pull it out. And the same thing with balance and serenity. They can be they can be used combined. You can use them together if it's been a particularly stressful day. You can put a drop of balance and serenity in your hands, rub them together and take some nice deep breaths. Rub that on the back of your neck. Certainly help bring your body back to that calm state. My husband likes to use balance in the car. He has a tendency to want to teach everybody around him how to drive. I don't know if you know anybody like that. And we live in the city of Atlanta. So there's just lots of people driving here that aren't used to driving here. And, it can be a little stressful driving. He uses his balance oil in the car, puts it right on his wrist. And he is a lot more calm in the car. So, lots of different ways you can use these oils. Now, I've put together a little kind of starter kit for you, and I've thrown in an extra oil that I think you're going to enjoy. And so I want to share with you, it's called Deep Blue. Now, I don't necessarily use this a lot during meditation, but I like to use it before meditation or even after. Either way is totally fine. Deep Blue is a very popular oil of doTerra's, and it is wonderful for sore muscles, sore joints, great if you have like a sore back, or maybe your feet are sore at the end of the day. Rub this on there. Or where does our stress go? Our stress typically goes right into our neck and into our shoulders, right? Like my shoulders are tight when I have had a stressful day. And so I love to use Deep Blue. Now, let me share with you how I like to use Deep Blue. You can certainly take a drop of this and rub it right on your shoulders. I encourage you to try it out. It does have kind of a cooling, heating sensation. So be prepared for that. If you have sensitive skin, you're definitely going to want to mix it with something else. So I like to mix it with either a lotion or another vegetable-based oil like coconut oil, fractionated coconut oil, which is an oil that we sell, jojoba oil, almond oil, any of those things. Put a drop in, mix it with the oil, rub your hands together, and just apply it on your neck and shoulders. It's wonderfully calming in the respect that it relaxes those muscles and helps eases that pressure. So that's how I like to use this. Now I have put together a package for you guys that includes Balance Citrus Bliss, 5 milliliter bottles of Balance Citrus Bliss, Serenity, and Deep Blue. Perfect size to get you started in experiencing essential oils. Now, if you're sitting there listening to this and thinking, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to use these, and I want to learn more, because I teach all different ways of using essential oils. We actually use them every day in my family, not only for calming, but to enhance, to boost our immune system. If, sometimes we may get a headache, or, you have to open up the airways, maybe, for focus during a workout or before an athletic activity, opening up the airways before and after an athletic activity, or, maybe you've got a little congestion going on or things like that. That's what I teach people how to use essential oils for. And doTerra has got more than 80 essential oils. So there are lots of options, and it's a passion of mine. My whole family uses essential oils. My whole family uses essential oils, including my sister and her 2 kids, and some of Joe's family uses essential oils. So they are, my kids are both in college. They both have their own essential oils at college. And so they are very much a part of my life. And I am so passionate, not only about this company, but about teaching people. So if you want to schedule a free consultation with me, click the contact me button, and I will happily schedule a time to chat with you and teach you more about essential oils. I hope you found this helpful, and thank you so much.